This is exactly what Arthur Schlesinger identified as the problem in his 1961 memo, CIA Reorganization. I submit the following views as one who worked for the OSS during the war and served as a periodic CIA consultant in the years since. What he says here is that the CIA has hijacked U.S. foreign policy that's supposed to be set by the State Department. It's supposed to carry out clandestine operations to clandestinely assist a U.S. State Department policy. But he says that the CIA's trouble can be traced to the autonomy with which the agency has been permitted to operate. It is not vulnerable to alternation of party control or policy. So the CIA Medal of Merit Intelligence Award winner from the Intelligence Directorate stresses we have to set up NED just like we set up the CIA. So no matter what people vote for, we can do whatever we want. No matter what policy set by the State Department on foreign policy in a particular country, we can do what we want. This is the problem Arthur Schlesinger identified in the CIA Organization memo, an inadequate conception of the relationship between operations and policy. So he writes, the CIA conducts three main forms of secret works: clandestine intelligence collection, covert political operations, and paramilitary. It carries on these functions with relative autonomy. Those reasons are historical. When the CIA began, the State Department, still thinking too much in terms of traditional missions and foreign affairs, looked on the new venture with suspicion and renounced the opportunity to seize firm control of CIA operations. Now, part of this is because that is what was necessary for plausible deniability. Allen Dulles was the CIA director while his brother, John Foster Dulles, was the Secretary of State. They were brothers. Oh, in fact, he even mentions this. After 1953, the fact that the Secretary of State and Director of CIA were brothers further confirmed. Why does that confirm independence from supervision? It actually doesn't. It says that this is not a bug, this is a feature. The State Department wants to not be apprised of what autonomy the CIA is exercising in operations. That way, the State Department can tell the world with a straight face, we didn't authorize this. We don't have any footprint on the ground, the State Department, the diplomat can say. In fact, when we watched Counterintelligence, the documentary, we played scenes where CIA senior officers would say the main blocking point is the State Department. And when there's something the State Department knows needs to be done in a dirty way, they will tell us the goal they're trying to achieve and then walk out of the room saying, I don't want to know how you do it. Just get it done. That is intentional. But he goes on to say that while state retained supervision over covert political operations, this was offset by various tricks around autonomy that the CIA could wield. And in particular, goes on to say that the preponderance of CIA undercovers at state encroaches on the State Department's policymaking functions. Well, this is what the CIA designed for NED. That independent of whatever the new Secretary of State wants to do as a matter of policy, can't change the policies of NED because it's a private entity. All they can do is threaten to shut off funding, which they won't do because of the donors. Once it's funded, must be no way to make it vulnerable to a change in policy. It's exactly what Schlesinger warned about.